The first day I walked into Montview, my feelings were of tremendous responsibility.
All right, let's add +1.
I remember thinking, oh boy, there's a job to be done here. And these kids need really good instruction. And how can I do this all alone? And then it struck me that I'm not going to do this alone. That I'm going to gather around me the finest teachers, the finest specialists, and training for myself.
How many do you have?
And that these kids are going to excel, and we're going to show people the power of teaching.
Welcome to Montview.
On a quiet corner in a low-income urban neighborhood, an ordinary school is doing extraordinary things.
Of course, you're my guys from Montview. That's why you're acting so good.
Led by veteran principal Debbie Backus, Montview Elementary in Aurora, Colorado is a school that is living its beliefs.
Good morning, everybody. The purpose of today's...
When everyone shares that same set of beliefs, it's easy to share decisions because those decisions are always checked back with that set of beliefs that we share. We held each other accountable for those beliefs. Those are great truths to us. And so when we say all kids can learn, that drives a lot of the decisions we make. We don't leave certain kids out of that learning curve.
1, 2, 3.
The kids are great, you know. They have great hearts. Some of them come from tough backgrounds and have a tough life, tougher than I've ever had to deal with, but they're wonderful, and they give it the best shot.
And the corn was up 8 feet high, 3 feet higher than...
In the classrooms, the teacher meetings, and the informal hallway conversations, there is something different at Montview, something you sense about the place. It's not just the sounds of happy children. It's the sounds of teachers who are passionate about their craft.
I didn't imagine nearly the level of discussion. It's just always in the hallways, I guess.
We can do that, and the kids can get the experience and see all that up on the mural.
It's always, I'm just trying this, and well, let's look at this, or if there is a frustration, we don't let that hang around. It goes on to, well, how can we fix that then? What do we need to do differently? What do we need to drop?
I hit the ground running, and I haven't stopped because of challenges from my colleagues, from all of you, from brand new teachers, from student teachers, from everybody.
This is a place where we learn, and I've been to lots of in-services and graduate programs, but this is the place where I learn the most. It's a culture for learning that we've created here, a culture for learning for kids and for each other, and it's just embedded in every day here.
Does anybody have any questions about what they need to do?
In this school, professional development opportunities are everywhere.
Okay, get started.
Job embedded, that everything about the job is developing yourself professionally.
This helicopter is...
Here, what teachers need to learn and be able to do is directly driven by student data.
Everyone has a job to do.
I think we can move on to math. What data do we need to collect in math?
Teacher leaders, a group of master teachers with both classroom and leadership responsibilities, meet weekly.
Those are the things that you shared with second grade, right?
Right.
They make decisions related to instruction that affect all teachers.
They're getting great information.
We're still collecting all the data, but that's something that Gina and I have been talking about, doing a lot of action research in my room, is collecting accuracy rates on spelling.
When we think about writing, we haven't mentioned conventions at all, and that's one of the standards for the CSAP, and they're tested on conventions. Do we need to collect data on conventions?
Running records, of course, is a great way to document reading skills and strategies. The assessment we use on comprehension, I think we're going to have to find out, right, really dig into that one.
I want it to be their natural record keeping. If we can somehow help them make it a really rich assessment sample or a record keeping sample of what's going on in that classroom, truthfully going on, so that we can provide the extra resources, the extra coaching, the extra personnel in that room, whatever it's going to take.
Do I write it in Dell? No. Do I write it in the ones? No, I need to make a new space. So
Classroom teachers hone their skills in weekly cycles of action planning, classroom observation by a teacher leader, and feedback. After observation, a paraprofessional provides classroom coverage, while teacher and teacher leader reflect together on the effectiveness of a particular lesson and plan future lessons.
So how is it different?
It's really about sharing, the kids share their ideas about putting numbers together.
Teacher leaders also help classroom teachers construct meaningful reporting systems and monitoring notebooks to continually track the progress of their students.
The critical things that I do to ensure the success of children at this school, the academic success in particular, is that I monitor it. It is clearly a priority at this school. It is what we're about. I meet with teachers daily.
You're doing a great job. You're just hanging in there.
I meet with teachers monthly. I meet with teachers quarterly, and really take a look at the student data in their classroom. And we take a look particularly at kids that aren't learning, because we need to find out why not. We need to know what to do.
What we try to do here is to develop everyone professionally by making them a reflective thinker and sort of a scientist about the craft that they're using. So everything becomes an action research project. Every child becomes an opportunity to grow and learn about being professional. Then coming together with someone who knows more than you to talk about that.
Maybe we'd have to experiment with that a little bit and see what worked. And rather than counting everything in the whole passage,